Hey guys, it's Fury91, and I'm talking about The Walking Dead final season. Now that the season is over, I think it's fair that I can express my opinion on this, because when it first came out and they announced 4 episodes, it's like, what? Wait, what? 4 episodes? Usually there are 5 episodes. And even though the season was good, you can tell where not having that extra episode actually kind of limited them in a sense. So without further ado, here's my top 3 reasons why there should have been 5 episodes. Number 3, more fleshed out characters. Now, even though, as I pointed out, this season was good, I feel like a lot of characters that were supposed to be more detailed and maybe give us more story about themselves just kind of got ignored. Minnie was one of these characters. Marlon, kind of. And Lily, definitely. It felt like a lot of characters, they maybe just didn't have time to like flesh out the character's story or whatnot. And I really think that hindered the series. I would really like to find out more about Minnie and everything, and about joining the Delta and everything about her. And I think if they had another episode, they really could have done that. Number 2, the Delta. We're teased about the Delta from episode 1. Marlon and Brody don't tell us the name, but they basically say Raiders, I think. And then we find out the name in episode 2. And it keeps seeming like this is about the Delta. Delta. But we never actually see the group. If we had 5 episodes, I believe we could have seen the Delta group. We could have actually probably gone there. It would have probably kind of been like Carver's group, and that was one of the most enjoyable parts in any Walking Dead game to me. I really liked episode 3 of season 2. That was a very good episode in my opinion. And I would have really liked to see the actual Delta, see who they're fighting against, maybe find out more about them. Maybe even have something where Clem could be like, oh, maybe the Delta does make sense. Maybe have one of those things where Clem could actually pick, like, no, I'm picking my friends. No, I'm picking the Delta. That would have been kind of cool in my opinion. Maybe have even more endings to this game, eh? But sadly, we never saw what the Delta was, and I believe that was because they didn't have 5 episodes. They did not have enough time to actually bring us to the Delta, because you couldn't do that with the amount of episodes they had. Now, it is probably true that they probably just didn't want to show us the Delta after all, but at the same time, I feel like if they had 5 episodes, we would have definitely seen the Delta. That's my opinion. And the number one reason why I think we should have had 5 episodes is because this game felt rushed. I'm not saying that was bad, but it kind of felt from episode 1 even. If you guys recall my episode 1 review, I even said this kind of felt a bit rushed. And it does. From episode 1 to episode 2. Episode 3 was the only episode that I didn't feel like they were rushing much. But even episode 4, when I started and everything, I'm like, why is this feeling so rushed? And that's what it was. The whole game kind of was just like giving us not the bare minimums, but the basic package. As I pointed out, we didn't even have the ability to walk up to people and have like full-blown conversations with them anymore. And that really kind of made the game feel very rushed, because in season 1, one of the fun things to do was to walk around, talk to people, have full-blown conversations with them. You could ask them all these questions, talk to them about different things, and if you didn't want to, you didn't have to. So it felt good. I mean, to have those like side things there. It's kind of like with Super Mario Odyssey, which obviously isn't like The Walking Dead, but look at how many side missions are in Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, you can get, I think, 999 of the moons, even though you only need like around 300 or 400 moons to finish the game. Why? Because it's fun. It's fun to have side missions. It's not as fun to just focus on the main thing the whole time, but that's what this season unfortunately did. Yes, there are collectibles, but they don't feel like all the side stuff that you could do in the earlier seasons. So to me, this whole thing being rushed kind of probably is the side effect of only having 4 episodes. They didn't have a whole extra episode to work with, so they had to kind of just make sure they put everything in there that they just had to put in there. The basics, basically. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this would have been better with 5 episodes? And do you guys miss a lot of the like side stuff and what we used to do in the older games? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. May God bless you all.